If there is a common denominator explaining so many recent events in the Middle East, actions by Saudi Arabia, the US, Syria, Israel and Yemen, it can be expressed in one word: Iran. Everyone has Iran's growing power and influence in the region on the mind, including Iran, and that obsession is making a lot of people crazy. For instance, the Trump administration, like Barack Obama's, actually wants to get away from the Middle East as much as possible, but while leaving as little Iranian influence behind as possible. Saudi Arabia, under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, known as MBS, wants to get ahead in the Middle East and reform his economy for the 21st century, while curtailing as much Iranian influence in the region as possible. And the Iranians want to get wide, to expand their influence from Tehran to the Mediterranean, not by creating a successful and attractive development model at home that Arabs and other Muslims would want to emulate, but rather by forcing their way into Lebanon, Yemen, Syria and Iraq through local Shiite militias that have created states within these states. This is generating a lot of anxiety in the Arab world, the US and Israel, without enough people stepping back and thinking. So pro-Iranian militias control a bunch of bad neighborhoods in Beirut, Sana'a, Damascus, and Baghdad. Tell me, what is second prize? What are they really winning? Iran has a richly talented population, and rich Persian culture. But instead of unleashing both and enabling Iran's youth to realize their full potential, and making the country influential that way, the Ayatollahs are suppressing those talents at home and unleashing the power of Shiite mercenaries on Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and Yemen, and compelling influence that way instead. It's actually rather pathetic. The greatest thing that the US and Saudi Arabia could do is to stop working each other into a lather over this Iranian threat and to focus on their domestic reform agendas. That would be the best revenge on Tehran.